Hi everyone, welcome to another free family art project. I'm Autumn, the education coordinator for Studio 23. Today we're doing a sculpture project that is inspired by the work of Mike Zurich. If you got to catch the video that Tara just did, you'll know that Mike is a ceramic artist, but he works in sculpture. So looking at some of Mike's pieces, he uses a lot of shape, right? And so it just kind of made me think of a styrofoam cup sculpture. That's a really easy kids project. The only supplies you're gonna need for it are styrofoam cups, some scissors, or if mom and dad are okay with you using an X-Acto blade, you could also use one of those, but I prefer the scissors. They're a little safer. And a glue gun. But again, you might need mom or dad watching you to use a glue gun. So a little bit about sculpture. Sculpture has been around forever, right? So since like prehistoric times, humans have been making sculpture. So it's something that's always been around, and people, it's just a really important form of art. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to try and make a kind of abstract, shapely sculpture, kind of like what some of Mike's examples are. So to do this, you're simply going to cut your styrofoam cups with your scissors into the designer shapes that you want and glue it together with your hot glue gun. Now, when you're cutting your styrofoam cups, as you can see here, you can cut into it all different ways. There's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm cutting, so it'll be kind of abstract. Another thing you can do is you can just cut out pieces, and the styrofoam is nice because you can even kind of flatten it out a little bit too. So it's a little malleable. Not getting any audio. See if that's any better. See if you can get audio now. Thanks, Al. So I'll show you really quickly some easy ways to cut into the styrofoam so you can get a nice cut and a nice project. But otherwise, this is just something where you need to just go for it, you know, and just enjoy the process. But for me, it's always easier if I start on the bottom of the cup and I cut into it. And now, depending on the shape I want, if I want just a flat circle, I might just cut out the bottom and just use that. But usually if you just cut from the bottom, cut it out, then you can mess around with the outside part. All right, so we got our bottom cut out, and then from there you're just gonna kind of decide like how you want to cut it out. Another thing you can do is if you want to just cut into it, this, like I said, it is a little malleable, right? So sounds good. Oh, good, Val, good. I'm glad you guys can hear. Okay. So if you're a little careful, you can kind of squeeze it a little bit, and what I like to do is I'll squeeze it just a little just to get a cut going. And then from there, you can just cut right in to the cup without having to like actually cut a separation, if that's what you want to do. And Al hears me too. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, shoot. Mark, I don't know why you can't hear me. So anyways, this is just an easy way to go in and cut in to the styrofoam. And I'm just going to cut some designs. Like I said, my sculpture is going to be pretty abstracted. So there's one piece that I cut out, and you can see the cup's still intact. So that's a nice way to do it. You could also cut more shapes and do it. You don't have to just keep those round circles going. You could actually cut shapes and cut away. So there's all kinds of things you can do with it. let's see. I think I'm gonna, all right, got some pieces. So from there, you can really just start connecting it. And I think, you know, if you really wanted to take your time, you could do what Mike does. You could do a rough sketch of what you kind of want to create first, keeping in mind the shape of the cups. But otherwise, it is fun sometimes to just kind of go for it and see what you can create. So if you have some shapes, you know, just start piecing them together to see what you can kind of come up with. So, you know, you're just going to set it on the table or your workspace and just start, you know, assembling and see what you like. And once you're ready, you're just going to go ahead and put a little hot glue. And you really just need enough to keep it attached, which isn't a lot for the styrofoam at all, so you don't have to go crazy with it. And then just start attaching your pieces. So just like that. So we're gonna just start creating, you know, a little sculpture. You could go in and I really like, I don't know, for some reason I'm really digging this piece up top. Maybe you want to add more to that, you know, maybe you want to, maybe there's something there you want to create with it. Entirely up to you. And if you wanted to flatten these out some, like I said, styrofoam cups are surprisingly malleable. You can, and we're starting to create, I don't know, I think this is a fun little project. Kids love to work in sculpture and kids love to work with non-traditional art supplies. So from there, you're just gonna keep building and deciding what you like. I think I might do one more little piece and we'll see, I might be done, I'm not sure. I don't know, I kind of like that. I think it's kind of fun. And maybe I might want to take some time and put something bigger on the bottom. I don't know. Yes, it is a good recycling idea. Absolutely. It's a good thing to do with those styrofoam cups that you maybe feel bad about throwing away, right? Save them maybe just for the week and then you have a fun project to make at the end of the week. You could even, I think, paint this or color on this if you wanted to add a little color to it. But I don't know, I think that it looks really nice white. So I think for myself, I might just go and add a little more on the bottom, make it a little bigger. But otherwise, go out, grab your styrofoam cups and your glue, and start creating some sculpture. As always, we want to see what you're working on. So if you decide to make a sculpture that's inspired by Mike Zurek, like I did, tag us in it. Hashtag Studio23 on the go and hashtag Make Art Virtual. And go get creating. That's all from me, and up next we have Val. Have a great weekend. Bye.